Alright, hello everybody, welcome back to another quick little video. Today we're just doing a quick little expansion type video. I recently I updated one of the expansion packs I was working on and recently just released it on Patreon as a demo just for, people can download it and, play around with it. So currently for Patreon members we have a Transformers Prime character pack, character and expansion pack, I guess. So, excuse me. So yeah, just kind of came in here just quickly to, kind of show the expansion pack off, just to show what's going on in development, and then, or what's been made so far and what still needs to be developed. So, obviously we have, 3 Autobots, and I want to say about 4 Decepticons, except it's more so 2 Decepticons and then 2 variants of soldiers, so I don't know. So yeah, obviously we have Transformers Prime, Optimus Prime. He's, very neat looking. It's definitely a departure from the other style. We'll get down to there in a bit, just to, show off the differences between the two. But with this pack, you can see I've gone more for I've gone away from the more G1 blocky style. There's still elements of it since, Minecraft, but, I've tried to go out a bit more just to make it a little different. You can see a lot of squares there to make circles. So, yeah, and with the shoulders especially. But you can see, even with the truck modes, they have some slight interiors due to how the things are made. They're kind of buggy, but, yeah, we got some slight interiors in there. Actual, again, see-through glass for most of the vehicle modes. Here we have just Optimus with the G1 trailer. Since now it's detachable, we can just have it with the Prime Optimus. And then here we have his battle mask, which is also a chest piece thing. So if you have this on your chest, and then you can easily just switch it out for easy battle mode. And yeah, this we have Bumblebee. No real accessories, but it's the same for RC. And obviously there's not really too many accessories for these guys, but obviously now we have at least some different versions of these characters. Because, with something like Seekers Plus, you got a lot of different versions of characters like Starscream, but this helps kind of flesh it out, and expansion packs like this will help sort of, allow different versions of characters that, people like, and different people can do much more with these. Then, yeah, I guess RC will take a quick look. Obviously, she's quite tall, but a lot of these are kind of have a bit of a wax scale. But obviously, if you have something like a scalar add-on, like this size changer here, you can do whatever you want with stuff. I just change Optimus to 2. Do time scale, so yeah. If you want to get to, I'll probably link this. I'll probably link this scalar add-on in the description. It's not mine, obviously. I can't program for the life of me, but this is a great scalar add-on. I will link it in the description to the MCP EDL page. But yeah, so obviously you can play around with stuff like that, and yeah. But moving on, obviously, and her motorcycle mode is small, but that's. I'd imagine she'd be more base scale, while some of these others would be maybe sized up a bit, but, it's whatever you want. People can do whatever. Obviously, getting around here to Starscream, he's got a similar form to RC, and long arms, the missiles, and his jet mode is something I'm very proud of compared to some of the other, earlier jet modes. But yeah, you can see it's much more, it resembles a jet much more realistically. Soundwave here is kind of iffy. You can see the chest thing here. It's not exactly. It's kind of exposed because the basic idea is basically that you could also have a laser beak chest piece that could go on. So that's something that needs to be worked on. But again, I need to work on doing Reporticons first before I even consider doing the laser beak for Prime Soundwave. And here we have his. His drone mode. With Soundwave, his alt mode is, it's nothing special, really. It doesn't really have too many details on it, so I could easily just lazily put, like, I designed this today, just quickly threw it together. I finished his model today. I just kind of had it sitting there for months, but I finally finished it, and, you know, just threw together this, just to quickly have something. I don't know if I'll ever improve it. Well, who knows? That's with the future. And then obviously, we've seen with the mobs in the previous video I did, where we have the Viacons, but these are obviously the wearable armor versions that we saw in the prop add-on. But yeah, and then obviously there's a car version and the jet version. Then moving right along down here, we have just sort of a bit of a comparison to the G1 style characters. Obviously we have, you know, Optimus is... his G1 form is a little bit taller because with these they're more blocky, more basic shapes, but with the Prime ones they're, you know, more compact. They're more... They have smaller shapes that make up bigger bodies. I guess you can see with his broader shoulders and how many just squares are in there just to make the different layers and angles. So yeah, like they all have different like differing qualities and differing numbers of stuff. And you can see a good look here at his back. Yeah, you can see the differences. Here we have the alt modes. Obviously, this truck has an actual nose that goes out. So the G1 is a bit more flat. But, you know, I probably do this a little better. Now, the thing is, like, you have to realize, Optimus was the second ever model I made. Like, with Starscream, he's kind of, like, a lot of these are based off of... Like, I took skins as, like, bases, and then just, like, modified them incredibly. Starscream is, like... the first one I did, and then Optimus is the second one, and as I, you know, got down the line, they got a little better, depending on when I made them, but yeah. You can see there are some elements that they share, but obviously he has been heavily modified from this original model. But yeah, the same, like, the truck is just this model turned into this, which took some time, but, like, the result is, it's a far better design than, this, obviously. But then we have Bumblebee, who's, you know, not the greatest, but he has a bit more, I don't know, he has a bit more spunk than his, this G1 design, which again, this was also one of the early designs I did. A lot of these are actually, like, these four that we'll see, they're a lot more earlier designs I did. So, like, obviously he's much more blocky. His alt mode is one of the funkiest ones I did. But obviously you can see the improvements with B. I forget why he has that gray thing. Again, this has been a while since I've made this model, actually. But yeah. So, yeah, he's got, you know, headlights and headlight tits, I guess, and then compared to G1's headlight feet, and then, you know, the alt modes. He's got the, you can see the inside some leftovers, because this is a reuse of the side swipe basic car mode that I use for a lot of these vehicles. Like, I reused this model, like, a lot for different things, just because it's a very basic car mode, but, like, I mean, it works. It works great for just modifying it for these simple little car designs. Yeah, for RC, obviously, she's a big change from her G1 counterpart. You know, she has a lot more smaller shapes to make up this body. Like, completely different colors. I think she has absolutely, like, no remnants of this model. Like, it's a completely different model. I mean, at that point, like, I do use these models as bases, like I use skins as bases, and then I heavily modify them. Then I use this as a base for Prime RC, but obviously she's so drastically different that, like, there's absolutely, like, nothing left of her original model. And you can see with the vehicle modes, they're not even remotely similar. Like, RC is a tiny little motorcycle, while her G1 counterpart is a, you know, space car, I guess. But yeah, they're completely different vehicles, completely different sizes, going on to Starscream. Then Starscream is actually a modified version of RC, that's why, like, you can see he's got some slight elements that are carried over. But, like, you know, they already had similar, like, figures, so I just modified it, removed some aspects to make Starscream a little more, you know, as twinkish. But yeah, you can see, compared to his G1 model, it's drastically different. And for, Seekers Plus Part 2, we will get some Seekers with this model that I have. So, yeah, I already have, like, I believe I finished Thundercracker and Skywarp already. Again, it's been a while since I've used these add-ons, but yeah. You can see very different designs. And then, obviously, for the jets, you can see this is, again, the first ever vehicle mode I designed. It looks very clunky compared to the jet here, which is, I'd say, arguably a massive improvement. And then, yeah, we have Soundwave. Both of them currently don't have their Recordicons, but as soon as they have their laser beaks, it'll be nice to have those together. But yeah, you can see, again, the drastically different things. With Soundwave, his face is comprised of a lot of different pixels, and you can see that it's slightly curved, because in TFP it's slightly curved. So I made sure to go down, curve it slightly, and have to shape his face a bit. And then, yeah, he's got, compared to his G1 design, obviously the chicken-like legs that are with Prime Soundwave compared to regular legs. No buttons, just kind of an empty core thing. I don't know. And then, the drastically different ult modes of the spy drone versus the tape deck. And then, yeah, we have the jet vehicle just compared to the Seeker drone, just because, they're basically the same thing. And then if we go in here, currently, newer designs should be up in the helmet, since none of these were kind of new. These were just converted over from old designs. You can easily just, change into them, like if I change here. And you can hear some distorted audio. I have to, in later versions, I'll have to update the audio like I did for the other versions where I just download the audio, but for these are just simple screen runs. And you can see it's not perfect. He's got arms, but like with these type of figures, you got some jank to them. But like, they work for basic stuff. And it's not like Soundwave isn't supposed to be like a mega like devastating character all the time. He's usually, oh, there's a misspot, but you can see the misspot of blue from when I was still making it from the other model, because since I don't tear apart these models all the time, like sometimes I'll miss spots. That's why you'll see like occasional different color splotches on certain models, just because if I'm reusing assets and just remaking them, you'll see some occasional like missed stuff. It's something that goes along with all my work. But yeah, and obviously I believe Starscream is also head tracked, like his body is shaped to his head. Okay, I believe that's the case. Yeah, so yeah, if you want to, do whatever these work with Elytra, but yeah. I should clarify, these are in no way trying to compete with Craftformers Prime. That is a mod that I have no involvement with, nor do I have any I have no interest to try to put any competition or anything like that. This is a Bedrock add-on that's purely an expansion for my own like roleplay add-ons that people can do whatever they want with. There's no intent to try to be any, like, trust me, like Craftformers Prime, that's for Java Edition. I have no interest in doing anything on Java, because like but that's something that is made by actual people with talent. Meanwhile, this is just a random artist who grew up on Minecraft just making Transformers Prime for the sake of fun. But yeah, I don't know. If you have Java, you can check out Craftformers Prime. It's an awesome looking mod. I haven't tried it out myself. I've seen a video review on it, but I haven't personally tried it out yet, just because, believe it or not, Minecraft is not something I play all the time. I have other things and other games I like to play, but yeah, again, you can go check them out. I'll probably link them in the description. It's an awesome looking mod, but yeah, if you want to check out this on Patreon, you can try out all these things, and then if you become a member, paid members get all these for free, and we're gonna have a lot more expansion packs coming along, just to kind of fill out the stuff now that I'm kind of back at it a bit more. kind of have a little more motivation to do this stuff. But yeah, so again, if you want to support us on Patreon, then you can try out these models. It helps the production of these models and add-ons, and it, you know, eventually I'll get to making more characters like Bulkhead, Ratchet, Megatron, Knockout, Breakdown, and eventually the rest of the characters from Transformers Prime and maybe another series. Who knows? But yeah, that's kind of, I guess that's kind of it for this video. You know, just a quick little overview of my Patreon, my Patreon exclusive stuff. So yeah, you want to check those out, it'd help a lot, and you know, you're supporting us, and you get to play with different versions of these characters. Wow, I'm a stuttering mess today. But yeah, yeah, I guess so. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoy, and I hope you support and try the add-ons, and you know, leave some feedback, leave some stuff. I'm always trying to work on stuff. Like, again, I'm alone doing all this. Like, it's not like I'm the only person who makes the stuff on my server. So yeah, but if you want to support us, or I don't know, just play with some of these awesome stuff, again, patreon.com. Again, it will be linked in the description. But yeah, so thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and see you next time. Adios.